The demonic tide descended, and disaster spread into the city. It was the era of awakening, and our protagonist awakened a mythical rank talent. Everyone mocked him for choosing a priest class which was considered the weakest. But with his talent, he can turn the tide of any battle. So what if the priest's class is considered weak? He can defeat anyone with his healing skills. This story is about Lin Ye, a catastrophic priest who is embarking on his journey to become the strongest. Our story started 8 years ago. A space-time rift appeared, unleashing monsters that started slaughtering humanity. The human population was declining, and the survivors named this apocalypse the Magic Tide. But all hope was not lost. Due to the rift, the magnetic field empowered humans to awaken their innate talents and choose different professions within the system. After choosing their profession, individuals can acquire skills in that field and apply them in reality. Now, we are in an era where humans have embarked on a new way of life, with society focusing on nurturing and strengthening their professions. We were taken to the first professional academy in Jiang City, which focuses on training the next generation. Here, students can study real events, create new strategies, and level up their skills. In the academy, students gather around a stage. The academy principal tells the students about the completion of their theoretical studies and that it is time for them to awaken their talents as well as take their first step into the copies. With the command from the principal to come forth, a few mysterious figures appeared. The principal stated that they should prepare themselves to become professional and even to sacrifice their own life to protect humanity. The principal informs the students to undergo talent awakening in order they are called. Our protagonist, Lin Ye, is standing amongst the students. He is excited that the day has come for him to finally awaken his talent. He further explained that the awakening talent for a profession is crucial, and the quality of the talent is divided into different ranks, which are common, rare, legendary, subdivine, and mythical. The mythical rank talent has never appeared since humanity's awakening. Swordsmen and magicians are the most popular professions, and following closely behind are assassins, summoners, and warriors. There is also a priest profession that has low healing, poor mobility, and no attack capacity, so others often look down upon it. Other professions with powerful equipment and high talents can solo an ordinary copy, but priests alone cannot. In extremely difficult copies, as long as they're a skilled player, they can replace the priest's role. So the priest's profession became a complete joke because they can only stay behind and merely gain experience by healing. Sumumu, Lin Ye's childhood friend, asked him if he had decided which profession he would be choosing. Lin Ye replied that there was no point in thinking about it without knowing what talent he would awaken first. Sumumu, while pouting, stated that she was just joking. The crowd was dazzled by the beauty of Sumumu, and quickly became angry when they saw Lin Ye giving her a head pat. Some were furious, thinking Lin Ye was freeloading and had no talent. They wanted to see what talent he would awaken because he was always acting high and mighty. Sumumu told the people not to go too far with their statement. On the other side, Wang Shui has awakened a rare talent that can increase strength-based skills by 50%. The people are praising him for awakening a rare talent. He menacingly looked at Lin Ye, wanting to see what talent he would awaken. Lin Ye asked Sumumu not to mind them. In reply, she asked Lin Ye why he always disregarded other opinions. Lin Ye confidently answers that because he will become the strongest. We are taken into a flashback. Monsters are running rampant, and Lin Ye's parents are running from the monster and going toward a shelter. Suddenly, a monster appeared and attacked his parent. Lin Ye's father asked him to get to the shelter while his mother, who was about to be eaten, asked him to survive no matter what. Sumumu's mother took in Lin Ye, and he decided to become stronger so he could protect them. Lin Ye's turn for talent awakening had come, and he asked Sumumu to wait. As he approached the stage, light emanated from below, and he was transported to a place for talent awakening. He approached the light in the center, and 2 dragon silhouettes appeared and began to enter his body. The system message informs him of his awakening of a mythical rank talent, which was the reversal of heaven and earth. Choosing to hide his talent, the system explained that this talent can enhance all skills on oneself with the option of freely activating or deactivating it. And by upgrading it to a higher level, it can even change the nature of skills itself. The current effect of the skill is to convert buff to debuff and vice versa, and the next upgrade is at level 10. Lin Ye thought that this talent that could reverse all effects on oneself could make him extremely strong, and no enemy would ever be able to defeat him, except for the non-skill attack like basic strikes or a priest healing ability that could break his invincibility. Lin Ye now knows why there is an option to hide talents. Lin Ye came back to reality while hiding his talent. Sumumu asked Lin Ye about his talent, and Lin Ye replied that it's a secret. The crowd mocked him for hiding his talent, thinking that he was shameful for awakening a weak talent and wanting to hide it. The next student, Sumumu, was called to awaken her talent. Lin Ye pushed her to go, and she told him not to push him forcefully. While Sumumu was going toward the stage to awaken, Lin Ye moved toward the celestial statue, which was a place to choose professions. The message window appeared above the stage, asking him to select a profession. Lin Ye contemplated about his talent, which can reverse the skill effect, and to compensate for this talent weakness and to maximize the effect, he decided to choose the priest profession. Confused about the choice, the message window asked to confirm again about the profession choice, and stated that he was the first student to have chosen the priest profession, choosing to confirm the priest's profession. The system window acknowledges his choice, and his profession was changed to priest, granting him various skills and a new status window displaying his stats. Lin Ye activated his talent, and his skills effect were reversed. Now his healing art, which was to heal the target, became a skill that drained life energy. Lin Ye contemplates that because his skill does not do damage but directly reduces health, the opponent's defense becomes meaningless now. It was a bit less than a mage's initial skill damage, but with magic resistance he had the advantage. The other skill of his clarity art, which was previously summoned spirit elements to restore the target's mana, with his reversed talent, became a skill to summon corrupt spirits that take the mana from the target. With this, he can intercept the skills of the mages by taking away their mana. With this strategy, his approach to combat became clear to him. He also needs to be cautious of his allies' buff or healing skills that can harm him because of his talent. The crowd was shocked to see someone actually choosing the priest profession, and thought that he must be a coward who wanted to hide behind and play support. On the other side, on the awakening platform, Sumumu awakened a legendary rank profession, Bionic Tears, which can summon spirits from another realm to fight for her. The crowd was cheering her on, and they wondered what profession she would be choosing. The system window at the celestial status asked her to select a profession she wanted to pursue. Sumumu chooses the mage profession. Lin Ye was satisfied by Sumumu's choice, stating that with her legendary rank talent, she has the potential to become a member of the professional alliance. The academy principal was watching from above. He became curious about Lin Ye's choice, stating that it had been a while since someone selected the priest profession. One of the figures besides the principal was also interested in him because he chose the priest profession without any reluctance. On Lin Ye's side, Sumumu came to him while running. She told Lin Ye about her becoming a mage and asked him to enter the instance together. Lin Ye refused the invite, stating that he had his own plans. Confused, Sumumu asked for the meaning behind his words when the system message announced the beginner instance, Forest of Wolves, opening. Students who have completed their talent awakening and profession change are informed to enter the instance. Wang Shuai asked Lin Ye to talk to Sumumu and invite her to join his team, and as a reward, as long as he followed his commands, he will take him along as well. Lin Ye refused, which made one of Wang Shuai's follower angry. Then the principal appeared and stated that instance required teamwork, and even with enough talent, it was hard to resist the horde of demons. The principal asked Lin Ye that in the face of demons, he should set aside any rifts. Lin Ye replied to the principal that he had no rifts with them, and that he was just thinking of soloing instances because of the higher experience and rewards. The principal told him that he could at least choose another team, because a priest soloing an instance is unheard of, and his life could be in danger if he go alone in there. Lin Ye thanked the principal but decided to stick to his choice, because to level up fast, he had to choose to solo. Moreover, before his strength reaches a higher level, he cannot reveal his divine talent to others. The principal contemplates the source of his confidence while Lin Yi moves toward the instance gate. By touching the instance gate, a system message arrives about the danger of the instance, and it was recommended that to go with a team. Lin Ye chooses to solo it. Lin Ye was transported to the instance of Wolf Forest. A message appeared highlighting the level of the instance, which was from 1 to 3. The message advised to cooperate with others and never let yourself be surrounded by the wolves. Lin Ye contemplates that this instance is challenging for the student for the first time, but as long as cooperation is good, casualties can be avoided and a B grade rating can be obtained. There's also a healing spring to recover health. While ensuring the safety of professionals, it also further lowers the status of priests. However, if someone like taking risks and ventures deep inside the forest, stepping into the forbidden areas, their demise would be inevitable. But since Lin Ye has mythical rank talent, how can he be satisfied with an ordinary rating? With that, Lin Ye moves toward the Forbidden Land. Deep inside the forest, Lin Ye encountered a few wolves. With a level of 1, the wolves charged toward Lin Ye, with a single healing spell and his talent to reverse the effect. The wolves was killed with one hit. One of the wolves attempted to use its biting skills. However, due to his reverse talent, the skill backfired on the wolves, and instead of harming Lin Ye, he received health points. Then Lin Ye cast the reverse clarity technique, summoning the corrupt spirits. The spirit took the wolf mana, rendering it immobilized. The last wolf rushed towards Lin Ye, but it was easily defeated by his reverse healing technique. Lin Ye thought that because he got 10 XP for defeating one wolf, and if he could wipe out all the mobs in the instance, he could at least level up to 4, while thinking that his actual target was the hidden boss. The wolf that was immobilized previously tried to ambush Lin Ye from behind, but it was defeated with his reverse healing skills as well. Lin Ye thought of this day to come, and he prepared thoroughly. After all, the enemy does not care about anyone's level when they try to kill. Exiting the combat mode and deactivating the reverse talent, he cast the clarity skill, which restored his stats. His level was increased to level 2, enhancing his overall abilities. 2 points of free attributes were given upon leveling up, which Lin Ye added to his intelligence stat. With increased intelligence, his ability to heal without harm and to restore mana continuously has been increased. This way, after reversing the situation, he can maximize his magic damage for an insta-kill. Outside of the instance, the principal was shocked to see Lin Ye movement inside the Forbidden Land. He questioned if Lin Ye wanted to challenge the level 5 hidden boss Wolf King. The principal thought that if Lin Ye was not seeking death deliberately, then his hidden talent might be legendary or higher. But because Lin Ye decided not to reveal his talent, he needed to look for other promising candidates. So he hoped that Lin Ye could return back alive. The figure beside the principal asked him to not worry and they can make a bet. The figure bet that Lin Ye will break the instance record. He also stated that the girl he said was promising was lacking a bit. She was ambitious, but her practical application was lacking. Inside the instance, a wolf tried to attack Sumumu, but with her Frost Nova skill, the wolf was defeated. After hearing the commotion, the other wolves charged towards Sumumu. So she grabbed her 2 teammates and decided to run away from them. Reaching the conclusion that she couldn't outrun the wolves, she stopped and asked her teammates to stand behind her. She activated her talent, Bionic Tears, which summoned a replica spirit of herself. With the spirit by her side, she casted the Frost Nova skill towards the wolves. After defeating the wolves, she heaved a sigh of relief. Outside, the principal told the figure beside him that he was not wrong about her. However, the figure stated that one cannot go far by just relying solely on one's talent without any combat awareness. Inside the instance, Lin Ye's level was increased to 3. He heard a wolf voice coming from a distance, so he decided to check. He saw the Wolf King, whom he had been searching for. Lin Ye stated that in the book he studied at the academy, it was considered taboo to challenge the Wolf King. Many gifted youths have suffered severe injuries while attempting to challenge it, and many future heroes have even been ruthlessly bitten to death by it. Since then, the academy has listed this place as a forbidden land. Lin Ye contemplate that the Wolf King is always surrounded by many wild wolf, but like any normal animal, they occasionally leave to find a convenient place. This was the perfect opportunity to thin out the number from the Wolf King's side and level up as well. With his reversed healing skill, he started picking on lone wolves and gradually increased his level to 4. The Wolf King noticed that all of its underlings were gone, but it was too late. Lin Ye noticed the Wolf King's level and his health point, which were 5 and 2,000. He told the Wolf King to start the final battle. The Wolf King rushed towards Lin Ye, attacking him with its skill, which caused Lin Ye to be healed instead of taking damage thanks to his talent. The Wolf King roars in confusion while Lin Ye sarcastically thanks the Wolf King for the healing. The Wolf King attempted to attack several times using its skills, while Lin Ye marveled at his talent for replenishing his resources such as mana and health even when taking hits. With his skill cooldown completed, Lin Ye casted his reverse healing spell, taking away the Wolf King's health considerably. The Wolf King launched a basic attack, prompting Lin Ye to dodge. The Wolf King smirked as if it had discovered Lin Ye's weakness. The Wolf King used its rampage skill and rushed toward Lin Ye to strike him, but Lin Ye countered it with his reverse healing skill. With this, the Wolf King was defeated, and Lin Ye's level rose to 5. The instance was completed, and the reward was given, which was a bronze lower-tier chest. The system message appeared stating that because all the hidden elements had been cleared and no damage skills were used, a rating of SSS was achieved, with an additional reward of advanced tier silver chest. Lin Ye stated that if his reverse healing skill were not considered a damage skill, he would not have achieved a SSS rating. An announcement was also made outside about the clearance of the Wolf Forest instance and the SSS rating. Everyone was shocked by the announcement. The principal and the figure beside him were also amazed by Lin Ye's achievement. Everyone was baffled, including Sumumu, who got an A-level rating after being in great danger. In the instance, Lin Yi considers it was pretty lucky for him to get the triple S rating. So he initiated the opening of the silver chest. He received a skill book, 5 free attributes points, and a shadow dagger. He collected the shadow dagger and decided to learn the skill of divine healing. After learning it and applying his talent, the skill effect changes to an AoE skill that curses the enemy in a set radius and takes their HP away. Although the cooldown was a bit long and it takes a lot of mana, but it's only a problem in the early stages. Lin Yi thought that with a burst of AoE and a high amount of damage coupled with clarity to compensate for this skill's shortcomings, this skill has surpassed the strongest mage class skills. As for the dagger he received, it can be sold to rich people, solving his need for money for future expenses, so he won't need to always relying on his aunt and uncle. Lin Yi stated that the real profit was the 5 free attribute points, which, apart from leveling up, was difficult to come by and could only be acquired by getting a higher rating in the instance. He decided to put all his free attribute points to intelligence with the goal of becoming the most strongest disaster priest with extreme magic. Outside of the instance, the gate began to light up. Everyone was waiting for the one who achieved a triple S rating to come out. Lin Yi came out and everyone was started doubting. Su Mumu asked Lin Yi if he was the one who achieved the triple S rating. Then Wang Shui appeared and started to mock Lin Yi, calling him a loser and doubting that he could never achieve this level of rating. Lin Yi took out the shadow dagger and asked everyone if they were interested in buying it. Everyone was shocked to see a silver tier equipment. The bidding started at 10,000, 20,000 and up to 50,000. Lin Yi thought that 50,000 price was indeed good for a premium weapon. When Lin Yi was about to finish the 50,000 price calling, suddenly someone made a bid of 100,000 alliance coins. Everyone was amazed by the bid, because it only takes about 10,000 alliance coins for an average family to sustain itself for a year. Lin Yi thought that 100,000 coins were indeed high, but it was not too much for a premium equipment. The deal was done, and everyone gathered around Lin Yi to ask his level and question if he really was the one who had achieved the triple S rating. On the principal side, everyone was discussing Lin Yi's performance. They speculated that Lin Yi must have joined a team inside to complete the instance because it was impossible to solo it with a triple S rating. No one could achieve this feat solo because there were no professions or equipment that were powerful enough. Wang Shui and his followers were also in disbelief, and they speculated that Lin Yi must have been lucky, or maybe he had cheated somehow because a low-level priest was not capable of that. The principal announced the end of all tests and declared that from now on, the students would be trainee professionals, and in 30 days, they would face the most important event of their lives, the professional test. Their future hinged on their performance in this test, whether they returned to being ordinary people or became heroes of humanity. Therefore, during this month, they should strive to level up to at least level 10. Lin Yi contemplated that the professional test is a team-based test, and an important criteria for getting a good score is teamwork. But his partner has already been decided. He thought that despite how Su Mumu looked, she was relatively clumsy and simple-minded. So he had to keep her safe from any danger. This is a statement Lin Yi made to his uncle and aunt to not let the tragedy of that time happen again. Lin Yi told Su Mumu to skip dinner tonight because they would be going to the wilderness instance together. At night, both of them arrived at the instance, which had a level requirement from 3 to 6, and the enemies in the instance were poisonous scorpions. There were 2 difficulties in this instance, normal and hard. Lin Yi chose hard difficulty, which was to defeat the Scorpion King. Generally, novice instance has 3 difficulty levels: normal, hard, and nightmare. The more difficult the instance, the stronger the enemies and richer rewards. Su Mumu was nervous because it was hard to challenge the hard difficulty, and they had to achieve a triple S rating as well, but Lin Yi told her to trust him. Su Mumu replied that she trusted him, but it was difficult for her to avoid a condition of no damage, and she was afraid that she would hold him back. Lin Yi told Su Mumu that there was a skip class method. This means to avoid monsters and directly achieve the mission objective. Lin Yi explained that the monster and terrain in the dungeon are fixed. He found data on this dungeon left by previous professionals, so according to his estimate, skipping class is feasible. Su Mumu thought that it was impressive to recreate the dungeon scene purely through deduction, but she always knew that Lin Yi was hiding his true strength. Lin Yi started researching various instances and monsters very early on, but he barely passed any theoretical exams, so everyone thought of him as an easy-to-bully fool. Lin Yi told Su Mumu to stop daydreaming and enter the instance. Su Mumu replied that she was coming and thought that she believed that Lin Yi would become a hero who saved the world. Both of them teleported inside the instance. Sumumu marveled at the beautiful sight, but Lin Ye cautioned her to be careful because this dungeon was more dangerous than the previous ones. The system message notified them that the total number of members was insufficient so that they would be forcibly matched with other teams. Lin Ye was a bit surprised that this instance could forcibly match them with another team, so now they had to also face competition as well. Suddenly, a blast occurred behind them. It was Wang Shuai's team, and the scorpions heavily injured Wang Shuai. He thought that the danger of hard difficulty instance was far beyond their imagination, and just a small number of monsters were enough to wipe out his team. Wang Shuai noticed Lin Ye and Sumumu. He asked Lin Ye for help because of the Academy's mutual aid treaty, but Lin Ye coldly told him that he should fend for himself. After saying that, Lin Ye escaped in a different direction while Wang Shuai was cursing them from behind. Lin Ye told Sumumu to remember that these scorpions are afraid of water, and that she should follow behind him so as not to be poisoned by the scorpions. Sumumu confirmed, and Lin Ye also mentioned that they were also sensitive to sound. A huge scorpion appeared in front of them and they rushed towards it. Lin Ye used his reverse healing technique to defeat it quickly. Sumumu was surprised, but Lin Ye asked her to keep quiet. He explained that the basic requirement for skipping class is to pass through a unique route to avoid the monster's attention. Both of them arrived at a spring. Lin Ye jumped into the water, and Sumumu also followed behind him. They both arrived on a small land at the center of the spring. Lin Ye grabbed a rock and smashed it into the ground, which created a loud sound. This alerted all the nearby scorpions, and they all moved toward the center of the spring. The Scorpion King was also among them. Lin Ye taunts the Scorpion King, angering it. Lin Ye used his reverse divine healing skill, which killed a large number of scorpions and earned him 2,000 experience points. The nearby professionals were surprised at the amount of damage points that a priest spell could perform while they were barely able to defeat a single scorpion. They began to believe that Lin Ye was the one who had broken the record previously. Sumumu activated her talent and cast her ice spell, killing the remaining leftover low-level scorpions. She was surprised to level up so quickly. Lin Ye stated that the Scorpion King is the only one remaining. Scorpion King delved into the water because it did not have an innate fear of the water like the other scorpions. Sumumu launched her ice skill, but it did low damage to the Scorpion King because of its high defense. Lin Ye told Sumumu that its weak point is the life core of the second segment of its abdomen. While Lin Ye was talking about its weak point, the Scorpion King attacked, destroying the platform where they were standing. Lin Ye cut a piece of the platform before it was fully destroyed, creating a foothold. He launched his reverse healing skill, but there was not much damage. The Scorpion King kept attacking and destroying the platform, while Lin Ye dodged its attacks and created new platforms. Lin Ye realized that the Scorpion King always revealed the weak point on its abdomen while raising its body to attack. With the opportunity in sight, Lin Ye launched his skill, dealing massive damage with a critical hit, directly killing the Scorpion King. The system message announced the completion of the dungeon with a triple S rating. Lin Ye acquired a golden chest and 5 free attribute points and leveled up to 6 as well. While Lin Ye and Sumumu were checking their rewards, Wang Shuai and his team appeared. They begged Lin Ye's forgiveness for their past digressions and offered to be his lackeys from now on. Lin Ye told them that from today, they should keep it to themselves. Otherwise, they would have to face the consequences. To be continued. If you want to watch the next part, then like and subscribe and let me know in the comment of what recap you want to watch next.